you're a master at both,
but he's also fucking voice on it.
he's a fucking Roman wrestler.
His elbows, he be using elbows and knees like a motherfucker, man. He is a very talented fighter.
That's why I
And he knew what,
he's got Muay Thai in his blood.
he knew what styles to do.
Muay Thai in his blood.
Taekwondo. He's got some of the most. Yes.
That's why his core density
with the
is
kicks.
already. He was already conditioned.
Yeah.
That's where athleticism comes into play.
Tell you
You're
what.
already conditioned.
Dude, some of the most deadliest elbows I've ever seen came from that.
But I will tell you what, pound for pound, Place Gracie would fucking murder John Jones if they were able to fight in both of their prime. Place Gracie would fucking murder John Jones. I'd put money on it.
When you say murder, like I don't see that happening
He
because
would
John
either
Jones is
choke
very
him out
technical on the
in
ground.
the first round. In the
Royce
first round, I don't even give John Jones.
And you got to take.
I don't give him 1.5
a
minutes.
wrestler down though.
But he is a butt.
Not even one of the best wrestlers could do
He is
it
a
to
butt
Jones.
He's fucking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What were you talking about earlier?
John
Wrestling
Jones was trying to
has
have
nothing on Jiu-Jitsu. What were you talking about earlier, Jimmy? Wrestlers will never have
But
shit on Jiu-Jitsu.
Mikey,
You
but you know who would
yourself.
fuck Horse Gracie up? Mikey. Lucianati. What? Lucianati? Well, how do you say his last name?
Patty would fuck Royce Gracie.
Patty's a dog,
No.
bro.
Patty would.
Horse Gracie.
He didn't have stand-up game though.
Patty.
Horse Gracie was definitely.
too.
He was a sweeper and a jiu-jitsu
He's
fighter.
Jiu-Jitsu is fucking special.
He
Literally,
would
that's
come
all.
up, sweep you, get your legs.
Yeah,
Bottom-
Just,
But he was the only motherfucker that could ever
you
pull
can't
guard.
do that to a guy like John Jones that knows how to back up with his
There's
height and
nobody
length. Bro.
else.
It's hard to take
Horse
Jones down.
Gracie is out of all the Gracies. He's
How
the
many
only one that
times-
can pull guard.
How many times
And
have you seen
nail it.
John Jones?
He
Take it
fights
down.
his best pulling guard.
How many
That
fighters
is
have
the
taken
most
John Jones down,
difficult
bro?
fucking thing in any physical
Oh, we could probably
competition.
look it up. How many attempts there
To
have been to
fight
take John
offense
Jones
while
down? How many
pulling
he
guard
defended,
is
bro?
theoretically it's impossible. But Horse Gracie, that's
Yeah, when you let somebody take you down, basically.
no, wait, yeah, when you're fighting from your
How
back,
many times?
What you doing?
from your back, and you're controlling. You are controlling your opponent from guard.
All right, here you go. This is the craziest.
Yeah.
Bro, the craziest stat in UFC history. John Jones
Over
has
the,
only been taken down twice in his 27-fight UFC
You never
career.
fought Horse Gracie.
Dude fought legit wrestlers, bro.
Horse Gracie is a giant killer.
Only been taken down twice in 27 fights, and 17 of them fucking championship belt fights. He's a Roman.
This is what I'm dealing with.
No, he's a fucking Roman wrestler, bro.
Greco-Roman wrestling.
Yes,
Well,
Greco-Roman
Rampage
wrestling
is fucking
champ, bro.
worldwide. So what did he have?
You're starting to look like a wrestler.
I know
Fuck
Kurt
yeah.
Angle.
Step into a Slim Jim.
Kurt Angle and WWE shit, man. He actually was an Olympic gold medalist wrestler.
Daniel Cormier was one of the top wrestlers in UFC and could not take John Jones down. Tried 10 times in one fucking fight, could not do it.
Hello.
One of the best
I will
wrestlers
give
we
you
ever
that.
seen, bro.
Cormier is a dog, man. But I'm telling you,
Heavyweight,
Horse
too?
Gracie is a whole nother
Light- he
level.
was light
man.
and
And
heavy.
Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is not, it's not wrestling, it's not even Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Even the, that's why nobody
Even,
studies
I mean,
Brazilian.
honestly,
That's why they
okay, even honestly, bro, Stipe Miocic is a dog, bro. He is a dog, and even at his age, couldn't keep up.
Make
with
sure y'all
John
hit that
Jones.
like and subscribe. From Ohio.
But it doesn't matter. Like John Jones was pretty much on his toes the whole fight. That's why everybody wants to see Tom Aspinall fight John Jones, and that's the only fight that people want to see.
Well, that's because
But it's so much younger and don't
well-rounded
have the
doesn't work.
experience.
Hey, well-rounded
That's all
doesn't
it
always
is, but
work.
less experience.
You have to master something.
You can tell a polished fighter.
You have to have
But
your
if I was
one
him, I would
format.
have tried to line up a fight in between the
Listen.
time. I'd wait for Jones. I'm not gonna
Well-rounded
sit there and
fighters
wait.
are never
Just to show
very
him you're,
fast.
just to show him you're like that. You're right.
Yeah, I would have
Well-rounded
fought
fighters
since,
can be
just
good
to show
fighters,
you.
but they're never
All
gonna
right,
be the
if I
best.
can't get that fight with you, I'm gonna make another knockout, bro. First round.
Now you put yourself
That's
back.
what happened to John Jones.
Y'all like, subscribe.
But now that's the length that John Jones wants. He just fought recently. You know, you got to give at least 9 months to a champion. In UFC,
Makes me want to get in there, man. It's like, I would dominate.
5 good depending on how the
weight
fight
classes
went,
above mine.
or 5 to 6 months.
Alex today has got the hardest hit in UFC, bro. He's got the
I could have
heaviest
actually gone
stone
straight
hand,
in,
bro.
but
I don't think one
wanted
for
to make no
pound
money.
is the hardest puncher, but he's definitely. I feel like
He is definitely up there
from
somewhere.
bantam to lightweight, light heavy, he's probably the hardest puncher. But once you get to heavyweight, I feel like
But their punches come out slower. They're just heavy hitting.
yeah, they're heavy hits, exactly.
They're not harder though.
Well, if you got
Yeah,
weird
but
games,
I don't know. I feel like either Tom Aspinall and Jones fight. I
the only
think
time
John
weight
Jones is
matters
gonna take
is
that shit to
actually
the
in
ground.
jiu-jitsu and wrestling.
He's gonna take that fight to the ground.
I mean,
He's
hard
gonna
to
fucking
wrestle
take him
somebody
to the
bigger
ground,
than
bro.
him.
He's gonna submit him so fast, bro, Joe. I'm telling you, it might take a while for John Jones to
But that's what
plan
Judo
that. It
folks
might
are
be
playing.
second,
That's why he
third
is
round
weight
type deal, but John
advantage.
Jones is gonna attack. He's gonna get him on the
Jones
ground,
wants to be
and
in-
as soon as they're on the ground,
have
it's
to
not
be
gonna take
in a
long.
technical MMA war, nigga. If John Jones was to beat him, that is the only
Third
way
round
I
submission.
see John Jones.
Third round submission. That's what I'm seeing. Third round submission, John Jones. Aspinall fight. I'm seeing he's waiting for that opportunity, and probably by round 3, Aspinall is going to be just gassed enough because Aspinall's never been in championship rounds. He's never seen championship rounds. How would he ever last round 4 and 5?
Right.
Never seen them in his life.
You never know. He might
John Jones
actually-
has been in
He
wars
might,
to these
he might
fucking
have,
round
you never
5s.
know. He might
But-
be
To
fucking,
think
But
about
you
this,
know why he's
you
never
never
been to
seen
championship
him
round?
go for
Because he's
5
never had
and
the
you
opportunity.
don't
Drop
know.
shit.
But
Because
he's
he's
never had the
shit up.
opportunity.
You don't know, yeah. But
He
you
never
don't
finishes
know.
the fight before
You don't
the
But
know
that's
if he
what
can
John
run
Jones is
5
going to
rounds.
do. He's
Hey,
going to play
it
around
could be
with you.
Sean Strickland.
Round 1, play
It
around
could be
with you.
Sean Strickland.
You
He'll
know,
play with
he
you
could
for
have
fucking.
crazy cardio.
He'll play with you
We
for
don't
fucking
know.
And we know
4 and a
Jones
half
already does.
rounds.
We already know Jones does.
Strickland. Strickland will play
Even a
with you for
heavyweight.
4 and a half rounds and then knock you out
With
in
a
the
pot
5th
belly.
round.
I don't know about a heavyweight.
He already did it with Stipe.
Nah, heavyweight Jones is way more than
Didn't Strickland?
He did it with
Yeah,
Stipe.
Strickland fought John Jones and that was a good fight.
No, they didn't fight. Strickland and Jones never fought.
No?
No.
I bet that would be a good fight. I bet Sean
No, Sean
Strickland
Strickland would get. He's already got beat up John Jones. Haven't you heard fucking John Jones or Alex Strickland talk about the story about how John Jones whooped his ass?
Who? Sean Strickland?
Yeah, they fought outside of MMA big screen. You know, they've been in the same training camps. Yeah, John Jones did Shark Tank rounds with him, bro. It whooped everybody. Everybody in the gym. Who wants it next? Didn't even come in and stretch.
all the dogs in the
And
gym. like,
you
come
know,
in.
I don't like to fucking just ride a motherfucker's nuts like that, right? But when you start hearing other fighters talk about him, you start hearing the president talk about him, you hear about the motherfuckers that's not been knocked out by him, and not actually fought with him. That's who I go by. Like just like with basketball players, I'm going by what the other basketball players are saying, right? They're saying this guy was harder to guard than MJ. You get what I'm saying? Like Drazen Petrovic was a nightmare. No one wanted to guard him. People say they would rather guard MJ over Drazen because Drazen would make you look stupid. Just like Larry Bird. People would say they would rather guard MJ over guarding Larry Bird. Alexander gave him a challenge. Cormier gave him a challenge. Rampage.
I'll be right back.
I'm talking about real.
Rampage gave him a challenge, except Rampage just